Let me make sure it's recording here. All right, I think we're good. All right. So, hello everybody. I'm Tate Cox. It's a little bit of a. Typically, I do this with my coach, Scotty Hobbs. He's feeling a little under the weather tonight, so I just decided to hop on here and try to give this thing a go. So I'll go through it the best that I can and try to talk to you a little bit about what it is to be a team Beachbody coach and how all that works. And so I'll go ahead and start with this first slide here, and it just talks a little bit about how do I become a Beachbody coach, and what our goals are and what we're trying to do. So main things, obviously, trying to end the trend of obesity, empowering others to continually develop into their fullest potential, and then move this out of the way. Creating the most reliable and sustainable source of income that can be built without having to leave the home. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself. Like I said, my name is Tate Cox, and I am 28 years old. I am originally from Eastern Kentucky, but I now live in Lexington, Kentucky, with my wife, Peyton. She is 26 years old, and she's an occupational therapist at the University of Kentucky. And we have a golden doodle dog, is 5 years old, named Archie. And so we just we live right here, and we jumped into this Beachbody thing. She actually started doing the workouts and the programs probably about 2 years ago, and she got me started maybe 8 months to a year ago, something like that. And it was I've always really been big into fitness and things like that, and I'm a former collegiate athlete and really was big into just working out and fitness in general. Both of my degrees are actually in, my undergraduate is in exercise science, master's degree is in sport leadership, and then I ended up getting a personal training certification through NASM. And all that being said, my full-time job has nothing to do with any of that stuff. I actually went into a family grocery business that my dad started, I guess 30 some years ago, and my oldest brother took over the company a few years ago, and now I kind of work alongside of him, and I'm traveling 3 or 4 days out of the week. And so that's kind of what I do full time. But back to my fitness journey and the Beachbody journey. My wife got me started on these programs, like I said, about 8 months ago, and I started out with Body Beast, and I fell in love with it. I couldn't believe how good the programs were, and how quickly you could knock out just an awesome, insane workout in such a short amount of time. And I was instantly hooked on them, and it was just it was really cool. And I knew after finishing that first 12-week program that my wife was constantly following coaches and stuff on Instagram, and she was like just showing me some of their stuff, and I was like, I think I can do this. Like this looks really fun. I think this would be cool. So that's where Scotty comes into play, and I kind of connected with him, and he's been an awesome mentor for me, and I really appreciate everything he's done for me. And I probably aggravate the snot out of him every single day, but I really appreciate all of his help. So that's a little bit about me. I've been doing this now about 3 months, and it's going pretty good. I'm really enjoying it. That's the main thing. So just to let you know a little bit more about what Beachbody is, for those of you who may not know or are just getting started as a coach. It was founded in 1998 through very successful infomercial commercials. Can't get that word out. Team Beachbody was founded then in 2007, and then gives opportunity to everyday people who were sharing results. So what makes Beachbody unique? These four main things, obviously fitness and nutrition, but what I think is probably the two most important things about the company that a lot of others may not offer is the peer support and the rewards that you can get from this company. Obviously, like I said, the support that I've been given when I started was top notch, and I've really tried to do my best to emulate that to the people that I've brought on board. So, and then obviously the rewards. As of right now, I haven't got to reap the benefits a whole lot yet because I'm brand new, but I get to watch a lot of the big times go on all the trips and things like that, and I'm looking forward to getting to do that before too long. So, and then the different ways that you can actually do these programs from home is pretty unbelievable. How, like I said earlier, how great the programs are, and the fact that you can do them from home in a short amount of time makes them that much better. Obviously, you can stream them from your TV using a Roku Fire Stick or Chromecast. Also, you can use them right from your phone, which is what I do a lot of times, or pull them up on your laptop. And if any of you guys have anything you need to add or say, feel free to shout it out. That's completely cool with me. So the next thing, talking a little bit about world-class nutrition. Obviously, Shakeology is our big, that's our go-to. It's our awesome nutritional shake. Has somewhere in the range of 70 plus ingredients in it. I actually had a coach the other day tell me that she went to her doctor, and I guess she's in the process of having a baby or thinking about having one, and they told her that she if she was drinking Shakeology, that she actually wouldn't need to take prenatal vitamins, which I thought was a really interesting thing that she taught me. So I thought, that probably speaks really highly of how many vitamins and minerals and all that actually are in the shake. And then obviously there are 2 or 3 different programs within Beachbody: 2B Mindset, Ultimate Portion Fix, which is brand new, comes with all the containers and everything, which are awesome. And then the Beachbody Ultimate Reset, which is great too. And then this slide here just talks a little bit more about nutrition. Like I said earlier, tells you a little bit about the different ingredients and things that are in Shakeology. I'm not going to read through all of those, but feel free to take a look at them there. And then we'll talk a little bit more about peer support. As I was saying earlier, I feel like this is probably one of Beachbody's strongest attributes. For those of you which I think everybody on this call probably knows, but that's him there on the right in the white t-shirt, and he is my coach, and he has been nothing short of awesome for me getting started in this business. Like I said, I'm texting, calling him practically every single day. Like I said, I'm probably aggravating him, but he's been awesome to just, give me words of wisdom and advice and help me set goals and things like that on a daily basis. And it really helps me strive toward some really big goals and things like that. So it's really been awesome. And I'm really looking forward to meeting all these people on our team before too long. So we'll talk a little bit more about the rewards. I mentioned earlier about some of the trips. One of these pictures here looks like from a Success Club trip. Was that this year, Scotty? Is that this year's trip?
That was 2 years ago on a cruise. That's Nicole right there in the front.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to going on one of those as well. But the different rewards, obviously, all the different gear, the trips, the commissions, product discounts, bonuses for team growth, all that stuff is just a huge positive in all of this. So just makes you want to, go out there and do your best every single day. And it's just another reason to go after your goals. So, and then another huge thing with Beachbody is just the proven results. You've seen pictures like these before on TV, and sometimes you think, well, that's not true. That can't really be happening. But after 3 months of being a coach and after a year of doing these programs myself, these are 100% accurate, and it's truly amazing. Like, even to look at my own personal transformation from when I first started to where I am now, and then to look at some of the folks that have joined me and my team in the past 3 months and see their transformations is pretty incredible. So, and then so what is my investment for my health and fitness journey? So the Beachbody On Demand All Access Challenge Pack with Shakeology or the Beachbody Performance line is actually only $160. That is an incredible value considering you are getting a year-long access to all of our workouts, a month's supply of our Shakeology or Performance line, and then you're getting the free coaching from the challenge pack. And that's something that I really try to talk about with all of my all of the people that I talk with, because I just think that's an incredible value, and there's very few gym memberships and things like that you can get, and all of that for only $160. Hey, Scotty, do you know how to mute everybody?
Yes, you need to hit participants, and then there's a mute all button.
Sorry about that. It's my first time, guys. Okay, back to it. So why partner with Beachbody as a coach? So there are several different ways. Some of these statistics actually kind of blew my mind. It's the first time I read over these not too long ago. Entrepreneur Magazine named the 69th fastest growing company in America. Better Business Bureau Hall of Fame and A+ rating. And then the one down here I thought was pretty astounding was up to 75,000 new customers every single week, which I thought that was just insane to really think about that. But it shows you that this company's headed in the right direction, and that we're doing some really good things. And I think from the sounds of it, sounds like we're being led by some really good people. So, and I know Scotty's a big part of that. Let's see. So why partner again as a with Beachbody as a coach? They give you their paying customers the commissions on their future orders, give you personalized websites to sell all your Beachbody products through. And my personal favorite, they handle all product orders, shipping, and customer services. Because I feel like that could be a game changer for me if I had to deal with all of that. So glad that they do all that. And I also thought it was cool. Sounds like they're announcing a new country at Summit in July. So that's a pretty big deal. How Beachbody coaches earn income. And this is the part that almost every person that is interested in becoming a coach or is on this call or is watching this, this is probably the part that they are the most interested in. So there's 4 ways coaches earn money. The first is retail commission. So you get a 25% commission, and then 40% on Beachbody on-demand subscriptions. The second way is from your team bonus cycles. So I believe it's $14 for Emerald, $16 for Ruby, and $18 for Diamond. So, and that's for every $300 of sales or your team sales. So currently right now I am at Emerald. So when those things happen, I get $14 for every time $300 in team sales. And then the third thing is that 10% match bonus on your Emeralds and above. And the fourth is profit sharing. So 0.02% of net company profits split. And I don't know if Scotty wants to talk a little bit about that. You know, he could probably throw in some more on that.
Yeah, I'll try to do it without losing my voice here. So the third way is the 10% match bonus. So I am what is called Tate's sponsor coach. I brought Tate into this business. I signed him up into coaching. So as he's an Emerald right now, making $14 for every $300 that his team does, let's just give an example and say that for his team, he's making $250 that week in team bonus cycles. If that were the case, because I'm his sponsor coach, my match bonus would be $10. I would get, or 10%. So I would get a 10% of the $250. So I would make $25 because Tate made $250 on his team bonus cycles. To give you guys an example, I have a girl from my hometown here in Idaho Falls who makes $12,000 a week in her Team Beachbody coaching business. So every week when she makes that, I make that 10% match, which is $1,200. So I share that with you so you can really understand the magnitude of this business as you build a team and help teach other people how to create success. And because we are talking about money, I'm going to make sure I say this, that Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income. Everybody's income is a direct reflection of their effort, diligence, and skill. So I've been asleep like 20 hours a day with the flu, so my mind's a little bit slow. The fourth way, the profit sharing, this is a really cool concept because every job that I've had, I'm 38 years old this year. Every job that I've had, I've never had a split of the company profits. I was just always paid for the hourly time that I put in. What this means, the 0.2% is every quarter they take Beachbody's net revenue, the net income profit, and they split it into 0.5%, 0.5%, 0.5%, and 0.5%. So those 4.5% equal 2% of the net company profits. And then they split it between 2-star diamonds and above, 5-star diamonds and above, 10-star diamonds and above, and then 15-star diamonds and above. And to give you guys an idea of that, the 5-star or the 2-star, it's called the star diamond bonus, this profit sharing. The 2-star bonus is usually around $900 to $1,200. The 5-star diamond and above is around $3,500 to $5,000 on average per quarter. The 10-star and above is usually around $8,000 to $10,000 a quarter. And then the 15-star diamond and above has been anywhere, I've seen it anywhere between $45,000 and I've seen it as high as $87,000 as a bonus for the quarter. So there's huge company profit sharing for those that are out there to also build a team and build other leaders inside of this company. Yeah, I'll pass it back to you, Tate.
All right, thanks. All right, so we'll move on to how much money you can earn. And we got to hear Scotty talk a little bit about that just then, but here are some of the coach ranks, high earnings, and then the average earnings from 2016. Obviously, I'll just kind of let you check that out for a second there and let you get a pretty good idea of kind of what you're looking at. So, and then what is my business investment? So if you decide you want to become a coach without purchasing a challenge pack or anything like that, it's a $40 coach sign-up fee one time. And then each month after that, you are billed $15.95 a month. So then the military sign up and monthly fee is actually waived. You got anything to chime in there, Scotty?
Yeah, I just wanted to I'm going to say this because you run a family brick and mortar business with your brother. So, like, I'm not going to ask you to tell us what the monthly operating cost of Cox Food Groups is, but I want you guys to pay attention to this. If you are interested in starting a business, the operating costs of running a business are in the thousands of dollars with having employees, product, your location, everything. So one of the cool things, the potential in this business, if you put the work into it, is incredible, but it's the monthly investment to have your business is only $15.95. So I want to point that out, especially with Tate presenting, who runs a family brick and mortar style business.
Yeah. So, and I can touch on that a little bit. I'm not going to go too into detail about it, but like, for example, we have some stores that are anywhere from 8,000 to 40,000 square feet. And just to keep them, stocked for a week, you're talking, 50, 100,000 plus dollars every single week that you're bringing in product like that. So yeah, this is nothing. I mean, this is nothing. So it's pretty awesome to be able to start a business that cheap and then be able to start earning profits off of it pretty quickly. Obviously, depends on your skill and talents, like you said, but yeah, and obviously, when you're talking about brick and mortar, you're usually talking several years, at least 3, I would say minimum, before you're, with most businesses, before you are even kind of getting yourself back to even. I mean, so it's this is pretty cool how this works. So what training and resources will I have to build my business? This has been probably some of the best things for me getting started. And it's one of the reasons that I reached out to Scotty in the beginning, because I know that whenever I start something, I talked to Scotty a little bit yesterday. I get kind of intense about things, and stuff really matters to me, and I want to do well at it. So whenever I started this business, I wanted to reach out and find the right person that I knew could help lead me in the right direction and get me on the right path to being successful. And it was pretty awesome getting signed up under him, because immediately, as soon as I signed up, he's sending me all of this stuff that you're seeing on the screen, the training and tools from Dynasty Strong team training website. And it literally is a step-by-step process of it's step 1, step 2, step 3. You just click the button and watch the videos. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but it's still it's very helpful stuff. And that's what makes this part awesome. It's not like you just sign up and it's like, all right, good luck, sink or swim. It's literally laid out for you step by step, and it's pretty cool. Communication, obviously, every week you've got a weekly national wake-up call, team calls on the team website, social media, Team Beachbody 411 and Beachbody Champions Facebook group, and then the different webinars, coaching opportunities, product launch with celebrity trainers. Obviously, webinars like we're doing right now can really be helpful. I know I watched one just like this my first or second week, and it was really, really helpful for me. So how do I get started? If you want to start as a coach, like we talked about, it's a $40 one-time fee, or it can be waived if you purchase a challenge pack, which is the way that I started. I actually started with a Lift 4 challenge pack. Love the program. And then that helps you save 25% on all future orders. You can earn money for your referrals, and it gives you the ability to lead and build a team. So that was kind of one thing too, that when I first started, I talked to Scotty a little bit about, because I was kind of joining on his team. But as I was starting to build mine, I didn't know if I should be just kind of adding my people in with him, or if I should be trying to start my own team as well. And he was always, very welcoming and saying, yeah, obviously you can bring them into my groups and on all of that stuff. But he did say, I think you should start trying to build your own team as well, which was really helpful for me also, kind of just breaking off little by little and trying to kind of grow a little bit myself and build some things. So that was nice. And then you can also sign up as a customer. Challenge pack option costs exactly the same as a coaching option. There's no savings on future orders, however, and there's no commissions that can be earned. So how do I start as a coach? Step number one, let your coach know that you are ready to start. So your coach will send you what we call a share a cart or a direct link for the coaching sign up. And then once you use that link to sign up, you're officially a coach and can begin enjoying the 25% discount and ability to start building your own business. So it's really, truly as simple as that. We write up the order, send it over to you, and you sign up in 5 minutes and you have officially started a business, basically. So it's pretty cool how that works. You got anything there, Scotty? Would you like to add?
Yeah, I'll add something real quick. So yeah, this bottom image, what it says right here is kind of reiterating what Tate says. If you're not ready to join as a coach, that's totally cool. Like, get a challenge pack, be a customer, experience the program, whether it's like Lift 4, Shakeology, or any of the 30 different workout programs that we have. And then if you do that and you're like, okay, I love Shakeology. For me, I've never missed a day of drinking Shakeology for 8 years. So it only makes sense to be a coach and get a 25% discount and share with other people, because I love it so much like that. So if you decide you want to be a customer first and you're like, I want to be a coach, and that's in the future, whether it's 2 weeks in the future after feeling the difference after 2 weeks, or whether it's 3 months in the future, it doesn't really matter. You can, at that point, if you bought the challenge pack to start up as a customer at any point in the future, Beachbody will still allow you to waive the $40 sign-up fee. All you need to do, let's say Tate didn't sign up as a coach 3 months ago, but he did Lift 4 challenge pack with Beachbody on Demand as a customer. He does it. He's like, okay, this is awesome. I want to be a coach. I want to keep getting a discount. I want to build a business. What I would do is have Tate sign up with $39.95 through a link or a share a cart. He would sign up as a coach, and then within immediately after that, or whenever after that, he just submits a form that Beachbody has, a simple form that reimburses. He puts in his order number for his original challenge pack, and they'll reimburse that $39.95 to his account, and he'll be officially signed up as a coach. So that's one thing I want you guys to know about that in this slide. Another thing that I want you guys to know about this is that I know a lot of people, because I was super afraid in the beginning. Like, I've been doing this for 8 years now, but I remember when I talked to my coach, Lindsay, I'm like, Lindsay, if this isn't for me, like if I don't enjoy the Shakeology, or I just can't do this for some reason, like, am I tied into it? And she's like, no, if you don't want to do it, you just submit a form and you can cancel your account. So if you're afraid of that point in the beginning, I hope that helps you understand and have less fear about trying something new like that. The other thing I want you guys to reiterate about, like, let's say you're like, okay, Tate, I'm excited. I want to be a coach. Like, I want to jump in and do this with you. Is that, but you're like, maybe you've never tried Shakeology, or you've never tried the pre-workout and the post-workout before. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you can send an empty bag back to Beachbody and they'll give you your money back. So I say that not so that you sign up and get a freebie, because I don't believe you're that type of person, but because we believe in Shakeology and the results and how you'll feel from it so much that we'll offer a money back guarantee 100%. And I'll pass it back to you, Tate, but I just have to shout out, I love this community. Like Tate always says I'm probably irritating him with all these questions. Absolutely not. Like, I love hearing from Tate because Tate gets a hold of me. I talk to him for 5 or 10 minutes on the phone, give him advice because I've done this for 8 years. And I say, this is how I would do this. And then he just takes action on it, starts doing it, and then has another question asked and just always takes action like that. So I absolutely love coaching people. I see Brian on here. Brian, guys, like, we shared proven results. I just want to share with you guys, because we have people on here like Brian who's lost over 60 pounds. And he started his journey as a coach. He started his journey with Shakeology and Beachbody On Demand before he even started his transformation. And he's a part of the team, lost 60 pounds and loving it. So I'll pass it back to you, Tate.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. But yeah, I mean, on top of that, that was another thing that kind of helped me get started too. Is I was doing the workouts every single day and using the products, using Shakeology, and it just made sense for me to say, you know what, if I'm going to be doing this, I might as well be getting my discount at the same time. So that was one reason that I jumped on as well. But I can honestly say that I wish I had started being a coach 6 months earlier. And I think I've heard a lot of other people say that, but it's really true. Like, if I had just got up the nerve to start earlier, I would have been in a better position than I am now. So literally, if you're thinking about it, don't wait, because it really is cool. So here just shows a slide of, I guess, the different prices and stuff from the U.S., Canada, and the United Kingdom. I'll let you look over that. I'm not real familiar with Canadian money or UK money, so
I'll just go over it real quick.
Yeah.
I'll just go over the U.S. because it looks like most people here are in the U.S. For example, Beachbody On Demand alone is $99 US. Shakeology, and this is retail customer price. A 30-day bag is $128 or $4 a day. If you are a coach, the discount price on Shakeology is $97.46. The coach monthly fee is $15.95, and the Beachbody On Demand All Access Challenge Pack, which is the workouts, the streaming of the workouts, and your Shakeology is $160. And then those are just the Canada prices, Canadian dollar, and then the Great Britain pound. So there you go.
Here we go. So question to ask yourself: what can becoming a coach do for me? How can I help, or who can I help? And what are my goals and dreams? So these are things that obviously, questions that you have to ask yourself before you get started. But I can honestly say that what are my goals and dreams? That's something, that you have to figure out for yourself. But at the same time, that is another thing that your coach can help you with, because I can honestly say that Scotty has done a really great job of helping me actually just sit down and be like, all right, what actually do I want to achieve? Or, actually put pen to paper and write it down. What are some things that I want to do? And I don't care to tell you some of my goals and dreams. I talked to him the other day about, kind of what I wanted to be able to do. And I told him that next May will be mine and my wife's 5-year anniversary. And I told him I would like to be able to take my wife to Hawaii with the money that I make from Beachbody. And so that's my goal, and that's what I'm writing on my paper, and that's what we're going for. And I fully believe that, through hard work and dedication, that we're going to get there. So that's one of my goals. And those are the same type of questions that, you'll have to answer for yourself. And again, Scotty could tell you many more stories, I'm sure, about what becoming a coach has done for him. But for me, I can also say that within 3 months, I was able to make enough income to pay our mortgage payment, the monthly mortgage payment, which was honestly not anything that I even realized that was even possible when I started. And honestly, when I got started, it was just like, I think Scotty told me to just like run downhill. Like I didn't really even know where I was going. It was just like I was just full steam ahead. And all of a sudden, like I was able to do some really cool things that I wasn't even aware of, which was awesome. And then your business means your rules. So you get to work from home. You're your own boss. So that's pretty awesome. Whether you want to be a discount coach, a hobby coach, or a business builder, obviously you have to find what works for you and what makes you happy. But yeah, you got anything else there, Scotty?
Yeah, I feel like I have enough voice in me from this food that I can give you a little bit. So I just want to share with you guys, like that last slide was like, what can Beachbody do for me? Like these are my results for 1 year. You can tell I started in 2010. Check out that camera right there. Not even a cell phone. But that was 1 year doing workouts at home while I worked a 12-hour work shift. And it would take me an hour or more to tell you everything the Beachbody's done for my life. But like one I can just say I'm so grateful for. Like I came down with the flu. My daughter and I caught something. And I remember, 8, 9, 10 years ago when you would get sick. I worked a 12-hour day in the factory. And I remember walking through the factory with overalls on and metal chips all over me, being sick. Like how miserable it was doing that. And I wouldn't take the day off because I had very little paid leave or vacation days. I didn't want to waste it being sick. So I would show up to work because I would get paid either way. So what has it done for me? Absolutely blessing that I can, like when I feel like that, I can actually take the rest that I need and not worry about if the bills are going to be paid or if I'm going to like take away overtime hours. One of the absolute biggest things, as I started my journey 8 years ago as a coach, I started when times were really hard financially. I worked 12-hour days. I worked from 5 to 5. My wife worked at night at the Hilton Garden Inn. She went at 3, and then she would get home at 11:30. So we didn't see each other but 2 nights a week. And we had 3 little girls under the age of 4. So it was my big dream. When Tate's saying, what are some of your dreams and ambitions? It was my dream to be able to have my wife be at home when I got home from work, and we could sit down and eat dinner as a family, go in the front yard, kick a soccer ball around, go to the park, and spend time as a family instead of me being a single dad at night and her being a single dad in the morning. So I was willing to do whatever it took. Like Tate, just start running down the hill full speed and just adjust my approach and learn how to do it correctly and properly as I went. And, I worked as hard as I could, like a real business, just like Tate works for Cox Food Groups. I treated it like that $100,000 profitable business. And by the end of 1 year, at 14 months, my wife and I were able to both walk away from our full-time jobs together. So in June of 2012, we left our jobs, and I've been a stay-at-home dad for what that makes 7 years now. And sometimes I think we don't really understand what that can do for our children. I know Tate doesn't have kids yet, but one day he is going to have kids. And I feel so excited and blessed about this opportunity and ability to mentor him in his business now before he has kids, because his kids are going to see him at home and he's going to be very present in their lives. And my first 3 kids are girls. So if you guys have daughters, I think showing up every day, being the strongest version of myself that I can be, learning to not quit when things get hard and to learn how to do hard things and learn how to run my own business and be here present for them to, they're in dance competitions. And so they have practice 3 times a week. They got competitions in Utah we got to drive down to, and they're in Taekwondo. And I'm home at 3 o'clock when they need to be driven to those places. Before I would have been at work. And I get to take that 15 or 20 minute drive, even though they want to be on my phone playing games. I stuff it under my leg and I make them talk to me. And so just having that, I think oftentimes we don't think about that so much, how much of an impact we can make on our kids, the choices and spouses they'll make in the future, and all of those things by becoming the best version of yourself. So albeit the fact that we've made, $5 million as a Beachbody coach in the past 8 years, money won't bring happiness and money won't bring fulfillment. But what does bring happiness and fulfillment is when you're growing as a person, when you're learning hard things and you're overcoming them, and when you're spending time with people that you love. So it's been an absolute blessing to me. Like sometimes I just sit in awe and talk to Gabby and I'm like, could you imagine what our life would be like had I not pushed play on that P90X workout on May 10th of 2010? Or when I Google searched, like, who are the top Beachbody coaches, when I heard about coaching, and I was drawn to my coach Lindsay's video, and how that watching that video felt like an answer to my prayers on how we're going to take care of this family, and with me working those 12-hour days and her working at nights. So even though I don't have much of a voice right now, I had to share that with you guys today because it does mean so much to me. And this is what I want you guys to remember as you get started. The business is real, the opportunity is real, but you got to focus on this first. You got to focus on changing people's lives. And this is, I mentioned Brian, he's on the call here with the blue and white striped shirt. He's lost 60 pounds. This is Chris. He's lost 170 pounds in less than 2 years. And this is my friend from high school. He lost 108 pounds doing the 21-day fix program using Shakeology, and that was in 1 year. So if you focus on changing your own life and the lives of the people around you, the business will compensate you, which is absolutely awesome. So Tate, I will pass it back to you to close it out.
Yeah. So I think we're pretty much back to the questions part of this. So I guess if anybody has any questions, I would like to say thank you all for coming on here and listening. This was my first time doing this, actually my first time ever even using Zoom. So I apologize for some of the hiccups I had there, but I really appreciate you all coming on and listening and supporting. And it's good to see some familiar faces like Brian's and stuff on here. So that was really good. And I appreciate you all sticking around. So I guess if anybody has any questions, I'll try to figure out again how to unmute everybody if I can.
If nobody has a question too, you can always send Tate or myself or whoever invited you here, send them a question. And if they don't know how to answer it, they can text me, call me, and I'll help them get the answer for you.
There we go. So I have everybody unmuted now, finally. So
awesome.
If anybody has anything.
I have one question for you before you close it out, Tate.
Sure.
So, what has been one of the most beneficial things to you in 3 months of being a coach?
One of the most beneficial?
Yeah.
I think just the overall joy that this business has brought has been probably the best thing. I mean, like I've told you before, this business, and like you guys saw those 2 degrees that I showed at the beginning of the slides. I worked for 6 or 7 years to earn those things. And this is the exact job that I was working all those years to get to. Obviously I didn't have to go through all of that to get to this point, but like when I was going through my schooling and everything, like this is the job that I wanted. I wanted the ability to be able to help people with their health and fitness goals. And on top of that, be able to build teams and build businesses and just really help people. Like that's what fills my cup. That's what allows me to be able to go to sleep at night knowing that I've done something for somebody else and help somebody else. So to be, receiving text messages and things of, hey, I've lost 17 pounds in 6 weeks, or just different things like that. And to see and it's not just about the weight, but to see people's like lives actually change and them to become happier people and to be more involved with their families and all that. I think that's what's been by far the best part about this business. And the money and the income that comes with it is cool, and that's great and everything. But like just the sheer joy of like, and how fun this really is, and that I get to work out as a side job and share it with the world and try to get people to join in with me. Like that's just, it doesn't get any better than that for me. So yeah.
Love that. All right. So we will close it out. We want to thank everybody for coming. And like I said, if you have any additional questions when you go to bed tonight and you're thinking about it, just send us a message and we'll make sure we get you an answer.
Yeah. Yeah. So
all right, see you guys later.
I'll stop recording now.